Hello.
G'day.
Hello, Jade.
Hi, Vasili.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, that's good. This is little.
This is Valentino. Yes.
Now we got a call from Starlight Foundation. Tell us about it. What happened?
Yeah, so Valentino got granted a wish through the Starlight Kids Foundation and through some lovely friends of ours.
Yeah.
And we were putting our heads together of what we would like.
Yeah.
And we spend so much time outside in our veggie garden. We thought that we should put together a sensory path. Valentino just turned 2 a couple of days ago, actually.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yes.
Now, can I ask what his condition is?
So Valentino's got an incurable disease. It's called Lee's disease.
Okay.
And it's basically a, he doesn't make enough energy production in his body.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it's something that is a terminal condition.
Okay.
So,
So we need to give him extra care and support.
That's right.
Yeah.
And what a lovely place to do it out in the garden.
Oh, he'll love it. Now, you've got a garden already, haven't you?
Yeah, just vegetables.
Just vegetables. Well, that's all that matters, really. That's all we need. I know we want some flowering parts. There's some more sensory elements to be brought into it.
Yes.
Well, do you want to show me the garden?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll
Come
go
through.
Thank you.
This is a garden here that my husband put together. We've only been here for 12 months and he's done so much, but the problem is that we don't have a path to get to the garden.
Well, let's go and have a walk through.
Sure.
You lead the way? Hey, for a little fella, you've got a bit of weight in you, mate. What does your mother feed you?
This is where it will go around and the kids can go down the hill and go.
Maybe a bit of a speed hump or down there just to slow them up because it's downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've trenched with this already, you've dug it over.
Yeah, thought we would get the soil ready for you because some sensory plants, like maybe some textures and something soft that Valentino could feel.
That'd be nice, yeah. So we'll prepare the pathway for you.
Yes.
And this is already dug over, so all we've got to do is plant it out.
Yeah.
Some flowers and things like that. You've got a water feature going in as well, have you?
Yeah, so we're thinking of putting the water feature right in the centre there with some rocks building it up. That'll provide the sound of the water flowing over the rocks.
And the path will lead around here as well?
Yeah, continue this way and then we'll just leave it up to you and your landscapers of different sections of what you want to do.
No worries. Well, I think I'm going to give you little Valentino back because he's falling asleep here. And I'm going to get my boys.
He's very comfortable there.
Yeah, nice and cushioned. Okay, and I'm going to get my boys to get a start on this garden path.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, I'll call you out if I need anything.
Sure, I'll go get you some food.
Yeah, you get me food, I'll get the landscapers. We'll sit down and watch them while we eat, huh?
No worries.
Right. There's no time to waste here. The boys got stuck straight into the digging to establish the base for the new pathway. The ground was so hard and compact, it even made it hard for my old tiller. It's as old as the hills, but it gets the job done one way or another. Finally lunch has arrived. You know, it's hard work watching over the lads. It's the next morning and the Bobcats turned up to help with the boys moving those big boulders into place to create that wonderful water feature. A little bit of hard yakka here is not going to hurt you, boys. The water feature's starting to take shape. It's starting to look really good. While Gareth and his father-in-law are busy building the water feature, the concreters are also nearly finished forming up the pathway. But they better hurry up because the concrete's on its way.
If you liked Vasili's Garden, then you'll love the summer edition of Vasili's Garden to Kitchen magazine. Available at all good news agencies. Subscribe now at vasilisgarden.com.
Hello folks and welcome. Well, what about our eyes? So many times we see people with eye strain or generally just problems with their eyes. Well, one of the reasons that this can be is to do with diet. So we can have really foods that are coming in, they're not supportive of the eyes, so we need a highly nutritious diet to be able to make sure that our eye health can be sustained. So what are some good things to start eating? So let's draw back on folk medicine and foods as medicine. If we look scientifically at this combination of foods that we've got, it's a powerhouse of foods to be supportive of eye health. So let's look at the combinations we've got here. We've got some green beans, we have some spinach, orange, we have a combination of nuts, we have beautiful raspberries and blueberries, and we have a couple of eggs. Well, if we put all of this combination together, and if we ate these foods on a regular basis, your eye health can improve because you're nutritiously feeding the body with the nutrients that the eyes require. So, if we just mix and match them, but one of the biggest combinations are these berries. We overlook the availability of these products in our day-to-day diet, and I would be encouraging everybody to at least have one punnet of blueberries at least if you've got eye problems, eye strain, eye health problems, eye pain, anything like that. Start getting those blueberries into your daily diet. The high-powered antioxidant and nutritionals associated with blueberries is extraordinary for the eyes. But it's also extraordinary for the combinations of your system, the cardiovascular specifically, so the heart, the veins, the arteries, works beautifully by that combination. But if we start bringing in some of these other proteins, such as the eggs, such as the nuts, on a regular basis, our leafy greens coming in, supported by the beautiful beets, which is a blood tonic, I might add. This range is simple, it's economical, but folks, it's powerful medicine at its best. So start thinking, what don't you bring in on a day-to-day basis out of this combination? What don't you have? And start adding it. Orange, beans, spinach, the berries, the eggs, and the nuts. A little bit of each across the day, each and every day, you will be rewarded with a fantastic sense of well-being. So folks, until next time, find happiness in every moment.
The concrete has arrived and the sun is shining. It's a scorching 34 degrees, and what a day to be pouring. There's no point complaining about it, we've got to get the job done. Concrete's down, it's time to have fun, so let's create those features. A few pebbles over here, a speed hump over there, and a little bit of edging to pretty up the pathway. Have a look at these tomato plants, folks. These are about 7 weeks of age when I planted them, and I did all the preparation as you saw earlier in the episodes. Now these have gone crazy, gangbusters. Every leader's got at least about a dozen flowers on it, and I'm looking closely in here and I can see already 8 tomatoes set. They're all green, ready to ripen. Have a look at these flowers. Now it's not only all the organic matter that I've added into the soil, it's also the black grit, because that's the secret to it all. Calcium is what these plants need, as do all other varieties, to be able to grow big, juicier fruit and bigger flowers and more colourful flowers as well. It keeps them healthy because it allows them to be able to draw up all those micro and macronutrients otherwise unavailable to the plants. So get some black grit into your garden. Now you can apply it every season. I've applied 1 handful to these plants at the beginning of planting, and I'm also going to apply a little bit more just to enhance their ability to be able to draw up all those other nutrients so they can set flowers just like these with big fruit to come. From me, Vasili, black grit, it's the stuff. Maresi. So if you want to grow big, beautiful fruit, vegetables and flowers, get some black grit into your garden today. It's available at all good garden centres and hardware stores. From me, Vasili, Maresi.
The best way to look after your plants is with Vasili's Easy Hand Spray. Order your sprayer now, available only at vasilisgarden.com.
Hey folks, are you finding yourself waking up and feeling sluggish, or just tired of eating the same breakfast and wanting to change it up with something that's going to give your taste buds a burst of excitement and a boost of energy to help kickstart the day? Well, today's smoothie will do just that. And I have 1 nectarine, which is a really good source of vitamin C, carotenoids and potassium. Nectarines also provide vitamin B, E, calcium, fibre and some iron, and they have excellent antioxidant properties. Next, I'm adding a small bunch of uncooked broccolinis, which is also rich in vitamin C and calcium, and by eating broccolini on a regular basis, it's known to help lower the risk of developing osteoporosis. Plus, the high fibre content promotes regular bowel movement, as well as prevent heart disease. What a powerful little veggie. I'm also adding half a cup of frozen strawberries. Now these little pocket bombs are just packed full of vitamins and goodness and are in the top 20 fruits of antioxidant capacity. They are fat-free and are a good source of manganese and potassium. And the rest of the ingredients are 1 frozen banana, a cup of baby spinach, 1 kiwi fruit including the skin, 2 tablespoons of activated pecans, a teaspoon of raw honey, and half a cup of coconut water or more as needed. Pour the smoothie into a bowl and top it up with any of your favourite ingredients. I'm going with coconut flakes. Wow, this is so good. And it's all made using my Kuvings powerful SV500 vacuum blender. Enjoy and see you next time.
Day 3 and the families arrived to give us a hand with all the planting, mulching and commissioning the water feature. It's really starting to take shape now. Looking good, everybody. It's looking good. There are some insects in the garden, folks, that can go unnoticed if you don't take the time to walk around and have a close inspection of your plants. What I'm seeing here is on our native section of our garden is scale. Now, it's attacked this beautiful native tree here. Have a look at this. This is scale at the beginning of it. Now, ants are crawling up and down because they love to take all that excretion, which is like a sweet nectar that they release, and take it back to the nest, and they feed off that. Now, they're crawling all over my hand here, but have a look at all these little lumps there. That's the shell of a scale. Now, that's the cover that the scale lives underneath to protect itself. Now, if the scale is alive, you'll see ants walking around just like they are now and all over my hand, but you could also inspect it by using the backside of your nail and pressing on it. If it's alive, you'll find blood will come out. And I'm going to do that example right now. Now, we've sprayed this once or twice. Yeah, look at that, there's liquid coming out there. So that is very much alive, and the 1 or 2 application isn't enough yet to kill off the scale. So when you do spray using products like Eco Oil and Eco Neem, it might not kill it off in the first spray. You may need to do it 2 or 3 or even 4 times to take control of it, because it is in almost plague proportion on this tree. It's the beginning of it. If left untreated, it can get worse. Now, I'm going to spray this tree, but I'm also going to show you other trees that I have unfortunately left to go unnoticed, and they're in a bad state. But let's start spraying this tree. Now, I've mixed Eco Oil and Eco Neem equal parts in 1.5 litres of water, and I'm using my Easy Sprayer, a swivel nozzle, so I can spray up and down or close and far. Now, I'm looking at this tree and I've got scale about 2.5 metres up in the sky there, so I'm going to adjust it so I can reach right up to the top there. See that? I can get it right up there with ease, but I'm also going to do down here. Where are we? There we are. And you need to do it to the point of runoff. And what do I mean by the point of runoff? Well, see this? It's dripping, it's running off. That's exactly the amount of spray you need to apply on it. You need to drench the tree. Don't put more than the required amount in it, because all you're going to do is cause damage to the tree by burning it. So the right mixture, as I'm doing here, and a good dosage on it to soak it and suffocate and burn off the scale. That should do the job. This is the next stage of scale attack on a tree, causing dieback and death of a tree, eventual death of a tree, and ants all over your body too. Down here, the lower branches are completely dried out, and you can see the remnants of an old scale that has also died off because the branch has got no more sap to provide nutrients and food to the scale itself. So these are dead, and you can squash them and you can see it turns to powder. So when the scale is dead, if you squash it, it turns to powder. That's a great sign. But unfortunately, when the branch is dead, that's not a great sign either. Now, if we go up this little tree, you will see more scale in plague proportion all over this tree, and at a close inspection, even at a far inspection, this tree looks like it's on its way out. Now, we've done 2 or 3 applications on this plant itself with the Eco Oil and the Easy Hand Spray. I think we're getting on top of it slowly, but you can't stop spraying. You need to spray it at least every 7 days for a problem like this to make sure that you do knock it out, because as soon as you stop, the scale comes back into full force and it'll suck the living daylights out of this tree. And the ants, well, they'll just carry the black sooty mold to develop and suffocate the rest of the tree. And this is the result of it if left untreated. Black sooty mold suffocating the tree from the leaf to the stem to the trunk, and more scale developing to the point where it will kill the plant. Now, this one's giving it a fighting chance. It's actually pushing on new growth and even flowers, trying to combat it itself, but we need to help it along. So we need to spray it to the point of runoff. And I've got my sprayer here, and I'm gonna drench this tree so that we can give it a chance to survive and get rid of the black scale. Now, the scale will die, but the black sooty mold will take a while for it to actually disappear. So with rainfall, hopefully we get enough of that, it'll wash it off over time. But for now, more importantly, let's start spraying it. When you've got a problem in the garden, make sure you get on top of it. Either you prune it off or get onto some natural organic sprays like Eco Oil, Eco Neem, and use your Easy Hand Spray with a swivel nozzle. From me, Vasili, Maresi. Have a safe Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ah, the most important part of the day, the cooking and eating of the beautiful homemade food in celebration of a hard day's work and what has turned out to be an amazing sensory garden and pathway. Starlight brightens the lives of seriously ill children and their families, just like Valentino, by replacing pain, fear and stress with fun, joy and laughter. They're urgently appealing to raise $728,000 to grant 112 life-changing families and their children by Christmas. So donate today to starlight.org.au. From me, Vasili, Maresi. All right, let's eat up. Yes, all right. These are called spaghettis. No, spiducci's. Meat spaghettis. Okay, all right. Thank you. I'm going to enjoy this one here. How many have I had so far? It's a salute to the family. To wonderful support from the family and friends and everybody who contributed. Thank you. Thank you for being and letting us be a part of it all. Here you go, guys. What do you reckon? This is what you envisaged happening?
Definitely, it's even better. So thank you very much.
No, you're welcome. You've got to thank Starlight Foundation because they came to the party, and
that's right.
We obviously love the opportunity to be able to help situations like this. And little Valentino, he's going to get an opportunity to go out there and enjoy the pathways.
So thank you very much to Starlight for getting your wish granted. Special sensory garden. Vasili and his team coming and helping, and Nono and Daddy.
Yeah, it's a big honour, so let's go and enjoy it. Perfect.
Yes.
The new garden is a total success. Everybody's loving it. It's built with love by the team, family and friends of little Valentino.
I'd like to thank Sue-Ann at South Point in Torquay for helping us collect the rocks and the pebbles and delivering it during the week.
That's amazing, yep. And our
also,
friend Peter, the Bobcat.
Yes.
My apologies, I haven't got your company name there, but Peter, thank you so much for your support with your machine to help us actually relocate those, because they're a bit of weight behind those Yeah, and anybody else?
And also Vaughan's Australian Plant Nursery in Pomona.
Yep.
Philip and Catherine for providing the beautiful natives.
Yeah, beautiful colours. We've got all sorts of colours going on here, and you're going to have a massive plants and flowers very soon.
Beautiful
We've got summer
colours.
coming up, and these will fill in, and it'll be a sight for sore eyes. Plenty of sensory going on. We've got the wind chimes in the background, the water feature running here, and lots of colour, and the ripple effect on the pathways. Plenty of stuff for little Valentino. Good luck with Valentino, and thank you for the opportunity. We wish you all the best with it too.
Thank you,
You're
Vasili.
welcome. Thank you.